Good morning, everyone. I know that YouTube is informing all of you all that we're going live. So I'm just going to give it a second. Unfortunately, with regards to my Facebook account, I can't see if you guys are on just yet, but when I can, it'll be okay. So I'm just going to give it just a second to notify you guys. Hope you had a beautiful weekend. I'm always about honoring time. So, it's time for us to get started in here. I'm so grateful to have you all with me this morning. So, look, let's jump right in. Good morning, you fabulous C suite executives. Hope you had a beautiful weekend and you are ready to jumpstart your week. My name is Sonia LeRae. I'm a lifestyle relationship counselor, fashion psychologist, educator, holistic health and wellness consultant, and motivational speaker. And I am the president and CEO of La Paz Image Consultants, a full service international luxury agency. And I have the great pleasure of working with C suite executives, A-listers, and high level entrepreneurs like yourselves to bring harmony to your ever so busy lives, your mind, body, and soul and wardrobe, which I love to say is in totality. So, look, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you're notified each and every time that I go live. We go live over here on this channel on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. So listen, today, we'll explore how the energy flows within your wardrobe and can significantly impact your overall well being and a sense of balance. Let me just tell you something. This category and this topic today, I love. I honestly love speaking about this, being able to usher in such beautiful, powerful topics like this. So, by understanding and aligning the energy within your clothing choices, you can enhance your daily experience and boost your confidence. So, fabulous C suite executives and you stunning entrepreneurs, I want to dive into three detailed keys to help you harmonize your wardrobe inside of this beautiful area of harmonizing your wardrobe with the energy flow that you have. So, let me first help you understand the basics of the energy flow in wardrobe. I think this is a good space that I should start with because a lot of times when I'm talking and when I'm doing this is an area that I think needs a little of our attention. So, the clothes we wear have a profound impact on our psyche and the energy we attract to us. And it's not just about colors and styles, but also the fabrics, the textures, and the overall synergy of our clothing choices that we make. So, the very first element that I want to speak to you about and really to bring in alignment for you is the psychology and energy alignment. So that means this. So, not to kind of speak over your head, but to really bring everything in alignment for you. That means that the colors you surround yourself with can profoundly affect your mood and your energy level. And to harmonize your wardrobe, I want you to consider the psychological effects of colors. So that's like today, I chose this beautiful top that has yellow in it. Matter of fact, I'm going to put a little boost of light in here as well because I think we needed just a little more. I wanted to put that overhead a little bit in here to give us a little more lighting as well. So, warm tones like reds and yellows evoke energy and passion. And so, I wanted to have the energy. It's a little overcast today, a little cloudy. So, I wanted to have that robust energy. And so I did that accent of yellow and I even brought it in to my makeup as well to kind of balance out that energy as well. But I also have the black in there that is going to kind of bring that level down a little bit as well. While cool tones like blues and greens, they promote calmness and tranquility. So I want you to take a moment to assess you know, predominant colors in your wardrobe and note how they make you feel. Because when we talk about that psychological levels of how color impacts us, well, thank you so much. Looking like sunshine today. I love that. Thank you. So it's how they make us feel. So, what is your predominant color in your wardrobe? How does it make you feel? What energy does it give to you? And I want you to aim for a balanced mix that aligns with the energy you want to manifest in various aspects of your life. So, we want to consider incorporating like a mindful color palette into our wardrobes, identifying colors that resonate with positive emotions, positive energies, that effective, that uptake. Or maybe you're a person that has really a high level of energy and that you're always on like fast. Like everybody says, oh, you're the Energizer Bunny, but you need to kind of hone in and calm those elements a little bit. So that means that you want to bring colors in that are more tranquil, those neutral colors like those greens, the blues, some of those pastel colors, even. And even if you're not familiar with your color palette, like a lot of times, because I work with my clients, and this is just a small element of the color theory that I work with inside of the agency and with you one on one. But we go deeper into this where you get to really understand your high notes, your low notes, and the medium tones inside the wardrobe so you never look exhausted or it doesn't look heavy upon you. So those are different elements that you get to learn as well. So let me give you the second thing that I want you to be conscious of, the intentional material selections. Now, remember last week we kind of talked about that sustainable fabrics and different things of that sort. So this is another part of that element that I want you to make sure that you keep. And I always say I give out master keys in all of my discussions because those master keys allow us to open up the corridors, the hallways, the secret compartments of our hearts and our mind. But these master keys, when we're doing it in a style setting, are the keys that actually help to exchange the energies and the vibration of personal and professional life to marry harmoniously, that it doesn't have that conflict of energy. So when I state that intentional material selection, the materials of your clothing can influence the energy flow within your wardrobe. See, a lot of times, most people don't realize that when you embrace fabrics that resonate with comfort, that's something that's a sustainability. So take for instance, when the pandemic hit, everybody was like getting into their loungewear and they were getting to feel that comfort because there was so much uncertainty that was outside of us. There was everything that we had to deal with. You know, you couldn't even just go to the market. You had to almost put yourself in a Ziploc bag and go out to the market. So in turn, what happened was they were wearing clothing that was more comfortable, that was more of like almost a warm hug. And so that transpired into maybe some wardrobes being less flexible in the space and place of business, but more into the casual space. And now that we have more of a hybrid situation, you can actually bring that flexibility of those fabrics into your professional wardrobe as well. Because who doesn't love a great fitting sweater or that pretty sweater that feels soft and it's chilly outside that you wear it, but it also gives you that comfort. So that means that natural fibers like cotton and linen foster a sense of ease and breathability and promoting a harmonious connection with the environment. Where in turn, when you have synthetic materials, they may carry a different energy. So be mindful of their impact on your your conduct, the way that you feel, or even how the energy that is in that wardrobe when you're doing the audit. Because you may actually have some fabrics that you touch and it may bring on a sense of like, oh, I don't really care for that. But be mindful of that because those are textures that you now can start to audit out of your wardrobe that will bring that cohesion into it. So it's so good to pay attention to the materials of your garments and consider incorporating more intentional choices that align with your desired energy flow. And sometimes when I do this with clients, this is a big space and place that they find themselves in because they're always trying to look for different areas of what they're trying to do and where they're trying to place. There's a Facebook out. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you telling me that because, I wasn't really sure. I didn't know what was happening. So if you're not getting this and you was over on Facebook and there's an outage over there, hopefully you've made your way over here to the YouTube channel because, this is our home platform for, Dress for Success and dressing for La Paz Imaging to work with me one-on-one. This really gives you that inside feeling now. So thank you so much for posting that. I really appreciate it. And I thank you so much. So back to this discussion, just to let you know, by doing this, we start to select quality fabrics. And that's the biggest thing. You want to select quality fabrics that have sustainability and they harmonize with your values and enhance your authentic aura because that is that expelling of energy that you want. So, this way, guess what? When we align ourselves with fabrics that really speak to us and speak into us, it doesn't allow our wardrobes to say ugly things behind our back because it is aligning with the authentic self of who you are. So it brings forth that dynamic energy that keeps on growing and keeps on producing in such a beautiful space and place as your wardrobe. And so it gives off a different energy and element. Have you ever gone to a boutique? And I love to visit certain boutiques because of how they have it set up and they place certain clothing and certain colors closer to the door because it draws you in. So they may have some bolder palettes that are kind of off to the side a little bit that will draw your eye into the store. And they have some muted tones that are right at the door that kind of welcome you in because it's soft enough not to be so overwhelming when you come in. But then as you get in there, they build the tone as it goes throughout the boutique. And I love that because that is really the way that our wardrobes should be walking us through that energy as well. So that's why it's so important to even align yourself with the fabrics, the textures, the hues that go into that. But for us to be able to do that and to be able to feel that correct energy, right? It leads us to our third point. And that third element is something that is huge. And I work very close and deeply with my clients in this space and place of declutter for energy flow. So, clutter in your wardrobe can disrupt the natural flow of energy. So, let me just say, have you gone in your closet and it's so stuffed? I mean, it's just stuffed that you don't know where to begin to look for an outfit, or it starts to make you feel overwhelmed or stressed out. Well, this is when decluttering becomes essential. Now, let me just tell you because clutter carries a different kind of energy. And when we have clutter, it actually trickles into every element of our life. Now, let me show you how all of this marries together seamlessly and why working with me in totality is so easy. So, when we have clutter in our lifestyle, it has everything that is disruptive. It's nothing that's connected, it's not cohesive. Different things are pressing on us. Like today, if you could see actually the studio, I have things that are not actually the way that I like it. Normally it's very organized, but I have a lot of things that I have pressing that I have to work on. So those things are kind of in my space and it's not giving me an element of that relaxed feeling that I normally have and that I'm intentional of doing. I'm always have clear intention in every space and place that I'm in. So in turn, what happens is it starts to impede on the relationships that I have, be it from my employees or my home, my family, because it's that disjointed feeling and I'm chaotic here, mind, body, soul. And so in turn, now it's trickling over, and it could trickle over into our wardrobes where it's kind of compressed and compacting in that stressful area. But thankfully, it did not do that, because if I didn't, you wouldn't see how connected everything is and how I have everything in a beautiful flow of energy. So it's the same thing for you, that if you have things that are so disjointed and cluttered, it doesn't bring in that harmony. So to harmonize your wardrobe, declutter regularly and create intention. And like I said, intention means that you have a clear aim, purpose, and direction. Our wardrobes need to have that identifying mark. So remove items that no longer serve you or align with your current style and energy. If you know something is no longer in alignment with who you are, what you are, where you're going, how it is breathing into your life, remove it from you. It may mean that you need to upcycle it so it has a different energy and feeling to it. It may mean that you need to donate it so it can actually enhance someone else's wardrobe and start to be impactful and beautiful in their space. So as you organize, notice how it feels to open your wardrobe. And I always love it, because when I go in and I do wardrobe audits and I work with my clients and we're doing this, they always express how they love how open their wardrobe is, because then it allows them to feel a different energy and to even know what to bring in to marry into this wardrobe now. So this is where we get that harmonious, clutter-free space that invites the positive energy. I always talk about things in ebbs and flows, right? That we always have an ebb and flow in everything that we do. And it's no different that in our style, we have an ebb and flow as well. Our seasons in our styling transcends so many different elements. And so when we have clutter, it doesn't allow us to kind of flow into that next area of our lives. So embrace the principle of less is more, because sometimes people think more is more means that it's great, it's wonderful. I have such an abundant wardrobe. But literally, is that really to give you pieces or ensure that each piece in your wardrobe holds a significance or contributes positively to your overall energy flow? And I know this discussion is deep, but these are the elements that we work in together. So you can really kind of marry it and understand it deeply. So that's why I always tell you that our discussions that we have today are never ones that you can just come in and just be like, okay, great. No, have your notebooks, pin mark certain areas that you want to come back and kind of dive back into to really hear it. Because for us to really start to, you know, adhere to changes in our wardrobe and our lives, it requires that we really start to make over our mind. And for us to do that, it takes time. It takes time for things to become natural habits. So that's why I said, be patient with yourself. Don't think that you can do it overnight and this is something that is going to just like, oh, I got it. Because you're going to work along and you're going to work on this along your journey. So, with that being said, I think this is a good space and a place for me to do a quick reset before I give you your journaling exercise for today's discussion. And, I'm always telling you guys, and if you don't have your notebooks, this is a great time for you to go over and grab your notebooks so we can do the journaling exercise that we're going to do today. So, with that being said, everyone, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are on this beautiful globe. My name is Sonia LeRae. I'm a lifestyle relationship counselor, fashion psychologist, educator, holistic health and wellness consultant, motivational speaker. But by far, I'm always honored to say that I am the president and CEO of La Paz Image Consultants, where everything is fabulous. I love working with C-suite executives, A-listers, and high-level entrepreneurs to bring harmony into their lives in totality. That's mind, body, soul, wardrobe. And, it just brings such a joy to me every day that I get to do this. It's almost like I tell people now I cheat. It's like cheating because anytime you do something that you love, it is just such a wonderful thing. So don't forget to make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified each and every time that we go live right here on YouTube at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time because, we're bringing some great topics. I love bringing you topics that I think just are the piece de resistance to everything that we're doing. And today's discussion on top of it is something that is so powerful and necessary that we get into harmonizing the wardrobe with energy flow. And so many times people don't even realize that their wardrobes really hold that connective part. It's almost like the connective tissues that we have in our bodies. And that is where we are, that we're connecting all the dots that you can see how impactful your wardrobe is and what statements it's saying and what your wardrobe says about you. And we always wanted to say a true story. We don't want it to tell fiction. We don't want it to be a hearsay or even a negative statement that is being said behind your back before you ever get to say anything. So before the reset, right, I gave three key elements that we're really diving into today. And the first one was on the color psychology and energy alignment, how color impacts our mood and energy. We did a little bit of color theory, which we'll get into deeper on a later discussion, because I'm telling you, all these discussions will come in hand. So I'm taking you on a journey of how it is to work with me, where we start in our one on one together and how I work with you. So, we discussed in the color psychology and the psyche of it, the warm tones evoke energy and passion, where cool tones promote calmness and tranquility. The second element that we got into was intentional material selection. The materials of your clothes can influence the energy flow within your wardrobe. And we want to embrace fabrics that resonate with our comfort, the sustainability, and the personal preferences that we have. So we're going to really buy fabrics that speak into us, that feel comfortable, that we know we look great in, that it skims over our body and just looks fabulous. And even when somebody touches you, they're like, oh, that fabric is nice. You want to have that element in your wardrobe. And the third aspect of it was declutter for energetic flow. Clutter in your wardrobe disrupts the natural flow of energy. Clutter in your life disrupts the natural flow in your life. So, we need to declutter regularly, creating a space that reflects clarity and intention. Intention means aim, purpose, direction. So, if you have those three elements in alignment, then you know it's flowing in that authentic manner. So, I hope you're ready because you know it's time for the homework hour. I like to say that. So I hope that you all are doing the assignments that are being given every week because in each of the assignments, it always helps us to reflect back into last week's assignment because I always tell you that I try to connect the dots. I tell you, if this was a circle, we have all the dots and all the different elements. There's going to be ruffles and ridges because that's how our life is. It's that ebb and flow in our life. But when we're doing it to really connect harmoniously through all elements, lifestyle, relationship, fashion, holistic health and wellness, it all has to marry in such a distinct way that it doesn't have any kind of elements of disjointed factors. So today, we're going to look at it in this way. You've already done you should be already in the element of doing your wardrobe audit. And if you haven't gotten to it yet, that's okay because you're going to have all the necessary tools that when you start your wardrobe audit, it's going to be seamless and it's going to be effortless for you to do this. So you're going to take a few moments to reflect on the following questions in your journal, okay? Excuse me. So today, you're going to reflect on this. What colors dominate your current wardrobe? What colors dominate your current wardrobe? And how do they make you feel? How do those particular colors make you feel? I want you to consider the psychological effects of these colors on your mood and your energy. So, what emotions do the colors evoke? What feelings do they evoke? And space do they place you in? Are they colors that kind of make you anxious? Do they kind of run and they don't kind of blend into the space and place of where you are? Do you feel kind of disjointed or disassociated from that color, or it brings in too much energy and you need to have it be a little calmer? So those are the things that you're going to get into. And that's a deeper essence of that wardrobe that now you're going to tap into. And you're going to be reflective of as you go through it. But you're going to write these things down so you can actually have it to see how it is bringing forward. What does it marry and how does it join into your flow in that harmonious way? The second thing is I want you to examine the materials of your clothing. Do you notice a preference for specific fabrics? How do these materials contribute to your overall comfort and well-being? Are you a person now, for like me, I have no wool in my wardrobe. I have none because I'm a person who can't wear wool. It makes me kind of itchy and I can even get hives at times, but it's also not a material that I feel comfortable in. Not even in my pants will I wear a wool pair of pants even. So these are fabrics that you have to be conscious of. Do you have any synthetic fabrics that you don't like the feeling of? I have one fabric. It's kind of a synthetic kind of silk fabric, but I don't like it because of how it feels. And I don't like how it feels even underneath a blazer or a duster or a kimono because I don't like how it is with the fabrics that I'm placing it with. So those are things that you want to be mindful of. Really be considerate and understanding what those fabrics feel like, what they even exchange with you. And then on the last part of this, I want you to assess the level of clutter in your wardrobe. Oh, yeah. Don't be afraid of it. Don't run. Some of you all may have some clutter in there that you like, ooh, I can't even see the floor. Don't panic. How does the organization of your clothing impact your daily routine and your mindset? That's where I want you to be. How does this impact me? What does it make me feel? Where does it place me in my routine? Does it take me an extra half an hour to try to get an outfit together because somehow or another everything is so jumbled up? I have to pull the steamer out. It's just that's where I want you to reflect in. How does it impact your daily routine and your mindset? I want you to identify items that no longer align with your current energy and your style. I want you to be mindful of how those energies are feeling and what it evokes from you. I have a client that I work with, and when I first came in, the wardrobe was very cluttered. And she goes, I literally, whatever I just stick my arm into and yank out is what I wear. And it may not be what I really wanted to wear, but because it just makes me so nervous, that's how I pull out my wardrobe. And I was like, oh, that's not good. And she was like, yeah, I know. I said, yeah, because your wardrobe is saying so many things to me and I get it now. And it was so funny. But as we went through and we decluttered and the certain elements of it and how that space made her feel at first, as she just felt like, just throw the whole closet away, but then when we got in there, organized things, we gave things their right home and the perspective of where they're supposed to be to honor materials. She loves being in there. It has a calming effect. So I want you to be conscious of that as well. How does your wardrobe make you feel? When you enter into that space, What is the energy that is being given off from it? Does it have an open arm effect, or does it have a closed off, back up, don't enter, please don't touch me kind of effect on you? So, those are things I want you to give thought to. And even if you need to try on clothes or wear certain pieces for a day or to see how it makes you feel, just enjoy it. I have always been a firm believer that our clothes will talk to you, and your clothes do talk to you if you are listening to them. So they evoke a lot of energy, a lot of emotion, and a lot of feeling. I have some pieces that are intentional, that are on purpose, that I wear as well, because I do want a certain energy that it evokes from it. So you may have some pieces that you have selected in your wardrobe that are strictly on intention, but also be aware of what that intention is, what that energy is. So this is a fun exercise, and you'll get to learn more about yourself. And as we delve into your wardrobe, and you may even see where you have extreme contradictions, you'll get to kind of refine that even. So, I love to always make sure that all the dots and everything that we discussed today are neatly packaged for you. So, in closing, I guess I would like to say that harmonizing your wardrobe with energy flow is like a powerful practice that can positively influence your daily life. It's not something that you're just going to kind of whimsically do. That's one thing I want you to realize too. And by being mindful of your color psychology, your intentional material selection, even to the decluttering, you start to create and curate a wardrobe that supports your well being and resonates with your positive energy. So take the time. It's about time. It's not that, time is money, as they say, but time is also energy. And especially when we talk about our wardrobes and what we are putting forward as professionals and those that are on that upward scale of climbing to where they want to be. This is your great time to really delve into that space. So, you want energy that cultivates and really enhances your confidence, your overall sense of balance. So, I appreciate you all spending your life seconds with me. I'm always excited to come in and share such beautiful topics with you. You know that you are here with me. My name is Sonia Loray. I'm the president and CEO of La Paz Image Consultants, where everything is fabulous. I'm a lifestyle relationship counselor, fashion psychologist, educator, holistic health and wellness consultant. And don't forget to like this video, share it with someone that may need this information, as well as someone who may need to be a part of our beautiful community here. Make sure that you invite them to join us. And look, I give some great details and other great information over on our YouTube, on our, Instagram channel. And that's at La Paz Imaging. That's LAPAZIMAGEING. So it's on the screen as well. But please make sure that you come over and follow me over there as well. Like this video, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified each and every time that I go live, because I tell you, I love birthing discussions with you. So, with that being said, everyone, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your week. Make sure that you are having fun in your wardrobe and that your wardrobe is saying nice things behind your back. All right, guys, take care.